Okay. Hair deep conditioned. The grays are graying today, y'all. You can tell that I had a rough 2023 by how much more gray my hair is than it was at the beginning of the year. It's insane. I can actually see the physical difference of the amount of stress that I went through in the last year. However, I've decided that I'm not going to dye it henna. Henna's actually really healthy, so I might like still henna, but just the ends, just because I now feel like I don't know. I'm not really trying to hide any signs of aging. I think that we're in this really weird space in society where people are going out of their way to like I don't want to say right now, because there's always been a fascination with anti-aging, you know? There's been expeditions launched in search of the fountain of youth since like the beginning of time. So I guess it's not new. I guess it's human to want to not age. But I guess on the same side of the coin for me, or on the opposite side of the coin, the most human thing is aging, the very thing that we don't want to do. So I'm just going to let it be. It is what it is. Whatever. Um, I feel very grateful to be able to age when so many people don't get the chance to. First crack at water today. It's very late. I'm realizing that it's the weekends that do you in because I'm like a well oiled machine throughout the week, but the weekends are kicking my butt. It's 10 o'clock and we're barely starting, so. Gonna go journal at a coffee shop today just to get a little bit of change of scenery, then get my first 45 in. This is going to be another active recovery day. It's kind of sore from the benchmark workouts that we did yesterday. Very grateful that I did them, but still a little sore. So I think that some more stretching is going to be in order and a walk for the first thing. It might switch up though, because if the sun comes out and it looks beautiful, I might go squeeze in a skate or leave that open, leave the opportunity open for us, but get the walk done right after journaling. And it'll be nice because I'll like walk in with a coffee and like doing like the people thing, you know? Because it's so easy for me to just, uh, I don't want to say hide, but like bunker in. I won't leave my house for a week, like if I don't have to. Like I'm not trying to like venture out. Maybe it's just because it's cold. In the summertime, I'm a lot more active, but I'm like hibernating right now. Hibernating in my little hole in the side of the hill. So, all right. Start your water. You haven't started your water. Start your water. Start drinking your water. Oh my God. I always feel like I'm parched in a desert after not drinking for the entire night and then drinking or waiting way too late to drink. So it feels good to be hydrated. Onward. We're outside. Brisk walks. Real brisk walks. My fingers are frozen, but we are outside. First workout of the day done. Oh, also it's an outdoor workout, so we're good. We're Gucci. We're Gucci. It's not a requirement to go outside again, which is nice. It's not. You don't have the impending pressure looming over the top of your head. Outside. Outside. Nope, we're done. Onward. is letting it rest a second before you do your mushing. Give it a second to just do its thing. Fantastic. Looks great. We are pushing it. We are pushing it so late, brother. So late. But oh, it's 10:39. Not ideal at all. But I did get an extreme amount of stuff done that is actually purposeful towards my overarching goals. So do with that information what you will. But we are going to finish our stretch, which our body really needs. Completely underestimated how much my body needed to stretch. This week went by so fast. I didn't realize that we're in it. We're in it again, where we're moving twice a day, and how important it is to actually stretch your body. So we're getting our pliability workout in, and we're also just gonna read our 10 pages while we actually stretch. I'm excited to be back in Buddha's world. The contrast between Buddha and the conservative leadership mandate is just like, it's like whiplash. I'm putting myself through emotional, spiritual whiplash right now, but it feels good. It's 10:30. We have just finished our water, which is, again, we're moving in not ideal territory. Okay, this is not good. This is not what we want, because it's not sustainable at all. But I definitely think if we can get it ironed out within this first week, I mean, then it's all up from here, it's all up from here. There's nowhere to go but up. So we're going to read our 10 pages, take our picture, and then try and be out by 11:50. This is not good. This is not ideal. But we did really good all last week. Like, I'm actually kind of impressed with how consistent things were overall. Even like looking back now compared to what's going on, it's like, oh, that was actually pretty good. So I'm trying to be a little bit easier on myself. And all right, so we're gonna see if we can make it into bed by 11:15. I feel pretty confident. I think it can be done. I believe in myself. Okay, so we have finished our stretching. We have also finished our reading. And the biggest thing that sticks out to me in today's reading is we're still talking about suffering, which is one of the Four Noble Truths. And the Four Noble Truths are suffering, the arising of suffering, the cessation of suffering, and how well-being arises. And we're still focusing on suffering and the elements of suffering, or to overcome suffering, which is recognition, which is the ability to say, this is suffering, this is how I'm suffering. And then encouragement, taking the time to understand the source of your suffering, where it's coming from. So we've acknowledged it, and we're encouraging our own healing and our own growth by understanding where this suffering is coming from. Something in here that really kind of sticks with me is it specifically mentions that Buddha said that to suffer and not know that we are suffering is more painful than the burden endured by a mule carrying an unimaginably heavy load, which I thought was very interesting, because you could be suffering and have awareness of your suffering, and your knowledge of it allows you to move forward. But to think that you're not suffering or not have any awareness of it being a heavier burden, it's kind of frightening. It makes me think of that Bob Marley song. There's a Bob Marley song where
they say, I think it's called Time Will Tell. Time alone, yes, time will tell. You think you're in heaven, but you're living in hell. Which, yeah, it's kind of horrifying. The third element is realization. You understand your suffering, which is the equivalent to knowing the name of the beast. Because you know the name of the beast, you can tame it. You can move forthrightly into the future. And these are like the elements of healing. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And I think that that's a great note for me to leave off on in terms of my mind, just because it's really going into how, we need to be able to rest so we can do these things. And I know that being able to rest is something that I struggle with, but we're going to keep trying. We're going to keep trying to do the damn thing. We have to take our picture, which, I mean, let's just take that picture right now and be done with it. Ignore the makeshift workspace that we're working with. Okay. Progress picture. All right, progress picture done. Okay, I think that's a wrap for the day. That's it. All right, so I will see y'all in the next one. Onward.